Welcome to Tarot with Shannon. In today's reading, I'm going to be looking at some message that wants to come through. We're going to focus on something good, some kind of positive message that wants to come through from, your higher self, your guides, whatever you want to call it. And we will see what's been trying to get your attention, something good that's on its way. We're going to focus on a good reading this time. We're going to see some good news. All right, so before you have three different cards that are all the Page of Swords. I chose the Page of Swords to represent kind of communication that wants to come through. So focus on the three different groups. So each card represents a different group. This is Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. This is the Light Seers Tarot deck. This is the Pulp Tarot. And this is the Unveiled Tarot. All right, so you'll find the timestamps down in the description to jump ahead to get your reading. And I will see you at your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we're going to look at a positive message that wants to come through. Something that has been trying to get your attention. Something you've been ruminating on. See, I like these messages because oftentimes we walk around ruminating on things, questioning in our head, and we don't know what the answer is. And we want, to get some answers. And hopefully this reading will shed some light for you. So I'm going to quickly shuffle up these cards. But first, I'm going to look at an oracle card. I'm going to get the flavor, the direction of the message. Okay. Okay, so these are ready. Put those there. I'm going to take a look at, this is the Coffee Oracle. I like these because they're kind of more predictive rather than just guidance. All right, let's see what's been trying to come through for you, Group 1. Messages have been trying to come your way. Okie doke. We have house. Relocation home. Okay. And do we want another one? Yeah. Abundance luck. So I see here that what's really wanting to come through is some of you have been wanting to move. Maybe you've been looking for a new place to live, or you really need to move. Maybe you've been wanting to move for a while, but you haven't been able to, or you've been house hunting, something along those lines. Something about a relocation too. Could be just you want to move to a different city. So this is showing that definitely some progress is going to be happening there. So it's going to happen. You're going into a good luck time. It's going to be the kind of thing you're going to find the exact place that you want. And I got a message if it's not going to be what you think it is. It's not going to be what you think it is, but it's going to be good. So it's keep an open mind. Or it might be too that you're having to relocate, but maybe you don't want to. That's kind of coming through as well. Just keep an open mind because things are going to work out in your favor. So it could be that, maybe you have to relocate for a job and you really don't want to. But this is saying it's going to work out really well. And for those of you who've been house hunting, looking for apartments, looking to move, you're going to find the perfect place. It's going to be exactly what you want, but it might not be where you think, or it might not be how you pictured it. But this is very much keeping an open mind. Okay, so let's take a look at the tarot. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, so right off the bat, I can see that this is something that you've been kind of stuck where you're at for quite some time. Maybe for whatever circumstances, you haven't been able to leave or move or relocate. Now, this says house. It could also mean a job too, but I really do sense that it's more has to do with where you live. And so I feel like you've been kind of stuck where you're living. You might be living in an apartment, you just can't get out of the lease, or maybe you've been nothing but problems in your home and you're having a difficult time selling, something like that, something around those lines. There's something where you have been kind of stuck in one position. It also could be you haven't had the funds or the money to do it. But this is saying here with the Hangman, and like I said before, when I said don't, gotta keep an open mind, it might not be what you expect. I think the Hangman also represents a change of perspective. So I think too, right now, you're starting to see things a little differently, and maybe right now you're trying to open your mind a little to not being so rigid about what you have to have, and rather think, okay, sometimes desperate times forces you to be open, forces you to have to move or go somewhere you didn't think you wanted to, but you kind of have to. And that's the point. I think that's been the point. You haven't been able to leave or move because maybe you've been too rigid in your ideas of where you want to go, or what kind of house you want, or where you want to live. And this stuckness that you've been in for some time has been kind of forcing you to be way more open-minded. All right, so let's see. We have Queen of Wands, the Star, Six of Wands, and Five of Cups. Okay. I kind of have a feeling that you're going to see it as a loss at first, but this reading is really stressing that it's not. You have some pretty good cards here. The Wands, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, the Star. So some of you're stepping into recognition. Maybe you're getting recognized for a good job done at your work. So maybe you're getting a very big promotion, or you're being celebrated. Maybe you're going to win an award. Or maybe you're writing a book and it sells, like it's like a bestseller, and you go on a book tour. I'm just throwing out examples. I'm not saying this is necessarily you, but you kind of get the idea. If you're on social media, your account takes off, right? So something's taking off for you that's going to have all eyes on you. And that might be part of the reason why you have to move. And at first you're going to see this as a loss, but it's not. There's an important message for you here of understanding that this is going to, like, your dreams coming true. There's very much a dreams coming true vibe coming through here. But it's coming in a way you don't expect. And it's going to come through a sudden turn of events I see happening here, where you were stuck for so long, and then all of a sudden you have everything just kind of, it's like a dam bursts and everything just floods out. Like the pressure has been building for so long that the dam is going to burst and you're going to be set free. And this is going to be like just a tidal wave of good things that at first, for some, like especially the moving thing, might seem like a loss. So it could be that you really love the house you live in. You really love where you live right now, but you are being forced to move. And this is saying that it is actually going to be a good thing. If that's your situation, or something is forcing your hand, but it's a good thing. And this is something like dreams coming true vibes here. Big time. Dreams coming true. The thing here is that you kind of need to focus on your dreams right now. You need to focus on your dreams coming true, because I get the sense that you're really caught up in the things that you lost and you haven't been able to budge forward, been feeling really stagnant for some time. And you kind of focused on the things you don't have rather than the things that you do. And this is really a message here of showing some real gratitude for the things that you do have, because that's going to be a part of your dreams coming true. It's like you need a mental shift here to kind of see that things are going to come to fruition for you in a way you do not expect. And so be very open-minded and really try not to focus on your losses, your perceived losses, or just the fact that there's something you weren't able to achieve and you're kind of stuck on it. That's what I get here. But this entire reading is saying things are going to completely shift and change for you in ways that you can't even imagine. And it's important to keep an open mind and try to see things a little differently. Try to see your losses as gains. And that might be hard for you at the moment, but I see that very soon it won't be. I see that there's a really big shift coming. You're going to feel really good. And this is your own magic. This is something you created yourself. And you're going to feel really proud of yourself. There's definitely, you should feel proud of yourself. Even if you've had a lot of losses, you've been stuck for some time, you've been in a rut. I feel like you've kind of been in a rut for some time. You just can't seem to get forward. But this is like it's saying, no, go back and look at all of your achievements too. And be really proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You've done a really good job. It can be easy to see only the negative, but it's really important to see the positive. It's to see the achievements, the things that you have achieved. Even if you lost them, you at first achieved them. So it's kind of shifting your perspective because you're about to have your dreams come true. And like I said, it's important that you allow an open mind and you see things differently. Because, yeah, I get the sense it's not what you expect. Okay, so I'm going to get some oracle cards. Coming through. I love to see the Star card and the Six of Wands together. And Queen of Wands. Because Queen of Wands is the most, out of all the queens, she's kind of the most, she would be the most popular. You know, she's very fashionable and, you know, outgoing, passionate. She's kind of got that, you know, infectious energy that people just want to be like her. So I get the sense that this is going to be you pretty soon here. Okay, or if it's not already, we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. That's, yeah, that is what I was sensing here when I kept saying, I get this feeling like, got to keep an open mind is not what you expect. Things are being worked in your favor. You can't see it yet, but you will. And it's going to come, I get the sense of a tidal wave, like where you're just petering along and things are okay. And then all of a sudden you go viral, that kind of a thing. And it totally changes your life. Like I kind of get that vibe here for some of you. And for others, it'll be like it's an achievement. You're going to achieve something and it's going to change the course of where you're going and what you're doing. All right, next. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. These cards really want to tell you that you gotta be open-minded. Okay? Part of sometimes we can be stuck is because we're very rigid in our thinking and we're really trapped in this phase of loss and thinking about all the things we've lost and getting kind of that melancholy and sadness and really not looking at what we have and to work with because there's something, like I said, really big that wants to come to you. You just got to shift your perspective here. It's not going to be what you expect. Let's do a last oracle card before we close the reading. And see face your fear. So part of, I get this, and some of you have really been tried to do some things and it didn't work out and you were kind of stuck on the loss. And now you know, after that, if you've been stuck for a long time, it can kind of make you feel cautious. And I think you might be overly cautious. And too caught up in the things that you want and not enough of like, oh, I'm just going to keep my mind open. And I'm just going to you might be offered something that you're scared to take because you think it's too much. But this is saying like face your fears because your dreams are just around the corner. Like your wishes are about to come true. Okay, I'm going to take 3 of these. We have unknown gift. Okay. So that could be that have a talent that you didn't even know you had. There's okay, if you look at the people that went viral, especially after the pandemic, and they just kind of went on and they just did something weird. And let me give you an example. I don't know if you know who this is, but I can't remember his name. Shabazz, I think. He's the one that he makes fun of rich people. And he refers to them to you as like pavos. He kind of makes fun of how rich people like they restock their fridge with all these different kinds of ice, like things that only rich people do. It's funny. He's a comedian. It's funny. And ended up he just did that, I think, during the pandemic, and he ended up becoming hugely viral. He went very famous. He has millions of followers. Now he has like a book tour and a comedy set and all kinds of stuff that he never would have expected. He said that, I never expected any of this. So to me, to this reading kind of feels like that. Like, you're kind of going to do something, as long as you get like past your fear and just kind of put yourself out there, that is going to bring your dreams coming forth. Like, you got to be brave. Okay, that's kind of what I get a sense. Yeah, victory. You're about to be crowned like the queen here. Like, I really, magnetism through gratitude. Okay, like I was saying before, you definitely need a perspective shift. You need to be really open-minded here, because something really wants to come to you, and it's something you can't even imagine right now. But you got to keep an open mind. It's like the universe has like, oh, we can't wait to show you, but you kind of have to step up and be brave here. You got to take a chance. So you got to take a chance and do something. Maybe there's something in your head you've been thinking about doing, you're a bit afraid to do, or you think you could do it. It's sort of encouraging to do that. Or it's just take some risks, step outside your comfort zone, do things that you wouldn't normally do. All of these things are going to help bring forth your dreams coming true. And a part of that is going to be from relocating somewhere. So it could be going on tour, for example. So basically, this is a really great reading. It was coming through to say that your dreams are going to come true. It's not going to come in the way you expect. You do need to have an open mind here. You do need to kind of be brave and take some risks and put yourself out there and allow yourself to shine. This is your time to shine. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do subscribe to my channel. And I've got lots of readings about what makes you shine. So if you're kind of curious, you can go check that out. Share this reading with anyone you think might enjoy it. And leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at a message that wants to come through. I'm going to be exploring something positive. So I want this to be kind of more like good news. And if you think of, things that you kind of ruminate a lot on during the day, you get stuck in your head about something. So this will be something that a message that wants to come through that will help kind of answer that question and to, give you some kind of something positive to look forward to. So first I'm going to just shuffle up these cards. I'm going to get the deck ready, and then I'm going to look at another oracle deck first to kind of get the flavor of the reading. Let's see where this is going. Okay, so I'll put these aside and we'll get the coffee cup oracle decks, which I really like because they are kind of more predictive. One of the more predictive oracle decks, if you're looking for something like that, rather than guidance. Okay, let's see. What's going on, group 2? What's going on? We have endings and beginnings with the wheel. And we have peacock, pregnancy and wealth. All right, so we have the eye, envy, and protection on the back. Just lets me know that you're well protected right now. So now some of you are probably hoping for a baby. That could be, or adopting or something like that. So this is good news around that. But I don't like to predict these kinds of things in my readings because they're group readings, and I feel like some of you it might not be true, so I want to be careful. But for some of you, if that is what you've been wanting, there's like, if you feel that, like if it's that's something. But more so, we're looking at endings and beginnings and pregnancy, wealth. Peacock is about abundance, wealth, prosperity. I see that the end of your hardships are coming, and I think that you've had to deal with other people trying to sabotage you. I get that feeling here. And that's over. You're being protected. Like evil eye. You're protected from evil eye. You can move forward. Some of you have been trying to get your business off the ground, but maybe somebody was sabotaging you. Probably it would be somebody in your field, somebody jealous, and they were trying to sabotage you, but you're protected now. They're not going to be a problem for you anymore. And it's like there's an end of an era happening here and the beginning of a whole new life. And this new beginning is going to be prosperous. There's wealth here. That's always good. We love to hear that, don't we? But I get this sense of somebody coming in. So with pregnancy, something is being birthed here. Something is being cooking, rather. It's like, so I feel for a lot of you, this has to do with a business or some side project, a creative thing, something, and some endeavor that you're hoping to do. And this is kind of ushering in this new era. All right, so let's take a look at the tarot cards and see what they want to say here. Got Knight of Cups. So there might be somebody coming in, a romantic partner. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Emperor. Do you work with children? Gotta get that vibe here. Young people, youth groups, I get too. We have a lot of people involved in this, don't we? And Page of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So, and 5 of Wands is that competitiveness. Some of you have been competing in a workplace where, maybe you're a bit older and they're younger, and you feel like you have to compete against the youth. But I get the sense that you kind of embody a youthful energy that is very with that wisdom of being older. So you're kind of being set up in a position here to really build your empire. You have the emperor here at the end. There's definitely a new beginning here. And I think a lot of it has to do, though, with a business for a lot of you. You've been trying to start a business. So it might be the end of one business and you've got an idea for a new one and you're worried about it. And this is saying like, the competition is a bit fierce, but especially because you're dealing with, younger people, I think, or just people, you might feel a bit green too. Like you're kind of new to this. You might feel like you're too young. But this is saying you're way more experienced than you think you are. And it's important to just kind of put your heart into it and move forward with that that sense of kind of curiosity and youthful vibe. And it's a start, right? So pages are young and they're also the beginning of a journey. So, if you have an idea for something, so wands would be kind of a passionate. So it would be something you're really passionate about. And cups would be something you really love. It's maybe something you've wanted to do since you were young. And this is all leading to you having a lot of success here and being the emperor ruling over your kingdom kind of thing. So yeah, I definitely feel a business being successful and getting it off the ground and it doing well. The stability here. I get this sense of newness as far as being like inexperienced, as in, or not necessarily inexperienced, but as in, this is like a brand new thing that you're doing. And in a highly competitive market kind of a thing. And you're worried about that, but this is saying it's going to work out. This is going to lead to real stability and wealth for you, but you're kind of in the beginning phases of it now. And there's just a sense of being kind of open and curious and allowing yourself to follow your heart and just really follow your passion and try not to worry too much about the competition or other people getting in your way. Don't let them get in your way. Don't let people, because I had the evil eye on the back. I really do sense that you feel like people want to take a piece of you. You might have a lot of jealousy or haters or whatever. Who cares? Leave them, let them hate you. Let them be jealous. As Mel Robbins' new book says, let them. Just let them. They can't touch you, okay? You're doing fine. You're protected. Just follow your heart. And there's people who are looking for what you are wanting to provide. And that's something else you need to know. And you can see, like, with the Knight of Cups, he's kind of looking ahead. He's going against the wind, right? So it's like it's tricky for him. He's going against the wind. He's trying to see ahead, and then he's looking. All these people are arguing, and it's a sense of, like, don't let the competitiveness of whatever industry you're in or the people around you stop you from following your dreams here, because see this playfulness. It's like the red cape, the red dress. Now it's the red throne, or red cape on the throne. Like you're progressing here to being a really stable and strong business leader. That's what I really sense here. Now, for those of you who are watching, it has absolutely nothing to do with starting a business. It has to do with your status in something to do with your work or your career. I don't get the sense of relationship or friendship vibes or anything like that. I kind of do. And so for some of you, a very small percentage of you, you're kind of competing with family and their crap, and them wanting to be trying to mold you into something else. But you're kind of be the head of the family here. You're kind of stepping into a leadership role is what I really see here. Let's take a look at some oracle cards and get a little bit more information. I get a camp. I got camp too, or like maybe some of you are planning to do a camp for youth of some kind. It's like saying, like, just do it, you know. Just put your heart into it. Don't let the competition kind of dissuade you, or naysayers dissuade you. Okay. A win-win outcome is in the forest. So maybe you are planning a camp. A win-win outcome is in the forecast, full moon in Libra. So things are going to balance out in your favor here. You've been feel I really strongly sense a competitive vibe against you that's been working against you, and they can't do that anymore. It's going to be the scales will even out in your favor, so you're going to come out on top. So don't worry about that. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo, and you're very close to achieving your goal, Cannabis Moon. So that's kind of what I feel here. Like you there's a little bit of an insecurity, and I has to do with other people kind of killing your vibe. They're trying to, like, knock you down a peg, or just get in your way, or be too competing with you. But this is you kind of not allowing that energy in and moving forward with your own plans, and keeping yourself open. Know that you can do it. You're not too young, or you're not too green. You're good enough, right? And take care of yourself. Worry about yourself right now, because things are working out in your favor here. And you want to make sure that you are in good health. That's important. So, victory. Yep. The crown, right? That's you. You will win. Whatever the situation is, you're coming out on top as a whole brand new beginning for you. You will be successful, and you will be the one that kind of is the leader here. You're going to lead the way. Magnetism through gratitude. The same cards in the last reading. Yeah, it's telling me that you are well on your way to achieving your goals. And keep that in mind. Don't let the naysayers knock you back a peg. Know that you're protected. This is a time for you to really give birth to whatever it is that you have been trying to bring into the world, to create. So that will be different for everyone. Just take that how it resonates, because you're ending a cycle in your life and you're starting a new cycle. You're starting a brand new thing. And it hasn't come easy. You've felt jealousy, you felt people come up, but you are the one that's in control here. And stability is definitely yours. So things are going to work out in your favor. You will be victorious in the end. Just look at all the things you have and be grateful for them. And there's a reason why people are jealous of you. So, keep that in mind. Like, you have a lot to be grateful for. You're doing really well. Okay. Believe in yourself. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I love to see you back. So please subscribe, share this video with anyone you think might help them, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All of the interactions, they help promote my channel, and I like doing readings. It's fun for me, and I like helping people. So, yeah. So I hope that you can give me a thumbs up, like anything. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. So in today's reading, we're going to look at a message that wants to come through. So this would be something that you've been ruminating on for some time. Like maybe you're thinking about it. It's kind of been, tumbling around in your brain. So this is like a message that wants to come through to kind of help answer that question, but also, it give you some good news. So my intention for this reading that it comes through as something positive. I think we could all use a little bit more uplifting messages right now. So hopefully this reading will help bring you some clarity. So I'm just going to finish shuffling your deck, and then I'm going to get an oracle card out first so we can kind of get the flavor of the reading. Okay. Okay, shuffled and ready to go. So we're going to look at the Coffee Cup Oracle deck. This one I like for more predictive readings. Rather than guidance, a lot of Oracle cards are more about guiding you. This one's a little more predictive. I like it's called the Coffee Cup Oracle. It's fun. Okay. Let's see what is the message that wants to come through for group 3. We have dog, loyalty and determination. Envelope, unfolding surprise. Ooh, interesting. There's definitely something news coming into you from somebody that is you very trustworthy, somebody you always depended on. You're going to get some good news. Some of you, it could be that it's this person might have been sick and you're going to get good news for them. But I really sense here for the group that it's you that has been so loyal and determined, probably in something like your job, could be something around that, and you're going to get some good news about that. We have unfolding surprise with envelope, so an email, maybe a letter, a postcard, something is coming that is going to lift your spirits. And it's going to be a reward for a job well done. It's going to be a reward for you being so loyal and being such a determined, thoughtful person. Sorry, I just had a neighbor kind of peek through my fence. It was weird. Hello, they're nice neighbors though. So let's take that as part of the reading. I think it's a surprise. Like, I think there might be somebody also coming into your life who is going to offer you something because and you can trust them. That's saying that there's a very loyal person. You'll know. They'll have that golden retriever energy, they'll feel really good, and you're going to know that you can trust them. So let's dive into the message a little more and see what wants to come out here. Okay, so the first card we have, 8 of Wands. Then we have 8 of Swords, the 8s. 2 of Swords, the Hermit. 5 of Pentacles. Well, we have strength on the back, and you can see it's in a hospital setting. I really do get a sense of an illness and getting good news about an illness here. I get a feeling about that for some of you. But in general, I get the sense you've been having to be strong for some time. And, you feel very worn. But with Eight of Wands here, but she's got a paper plane. There's a message coming straight to you. And it's going to come fast. Because the Eight of Wands is very fast energy. It's very directed energy too. So you're starting to see more of a direction that you were going in. Eight of Swords here, and you can see she's on the table with the guts open, the frog like being dissected with that strength card on the back, and the real illness vibe coming in here. I think some of you have been either dealing with sick family members or friends or yourself, and you've been fighting it for some time, and it's been very difficult for you. You feel you've suffered a lot of losses because of it. Maybe you couldn't work, couldn't go out with friends, and it's left you kind of feeling like you don't know where to move ahead and what to do. There's there's been a retreat while you fight the war. And if you see here, the Five of Pentacles, he's like all bandaged up. He's been injured, and the Five of Pentacles energy is feeling like you're left out in the cold. And this, I get this sense that you've been battling health, but good news is coming. And I think somebody's going to either have the solution for you, or you've got good news about your health, or something around that matter. You could start feeling better. And you haven't known what direction to go in because you felt very trapped by your situation in having to deal with so many health issues. Yes, you see the woman lying on the table here and the woman who's got her blindfold. You haven't been able to see a direction forward, and you haven't been able to know what to do. So this news coming in is going to help you determine the direction that you're going to go in. And look, he's coming home from war, and there's a hermit. Yeah, you felt very alone. You have felt very alone for some time. Fighting some battle. Could be a mental health battle. It could be a physical health battle. Some kind of a battle that you've been having to fight. And it's been leaving you with not knowing where to go, what direction, what to do. Because it's difficult to make plans if you're not well. I mean, that's hard. But I really get the sense because you've been working on it so much that some good news is coming here. Some of you might have a service dog. Could be a service dog, or it could be just a really good friend, somebody who has been standing by you all this time. Or it could be that you have had this friend has been the one that has been sick. So there's some news coming. Yeah, you're going to get some kind of an offer or something. There's something coming, okay, that is going to help get you out of this difficult place. You've been in such a difficult place. I really feel this group has had to battle health, or in some way mental health or physical health. And some of you have had a lot of surgeries, have a lot of procedures done, and you feel kind of like you've kind of had to isolate yourself for a long time, and maybe you just feel like you don't have anybody to talk to anymore. You feel kind of like alone in the crowd, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think there's news coming that's going to help you figure out what to do next. Because I think that some of you have run out of options with your health, and you're kind of at an impasse. And I think there's some news coming that's going to help you move out of this. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Some of you, this has affected your looks in some way. Maybe because you've lost a lot of weight or something, or you look sickly, or maybe your hair thinned and fell out, or maybe you gained a lot of weight, or you have scarring, something. There's something here that it's saying, like, don't worry about that, okay? Your looks aren't that important in the big scheme of things, right? A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And what do you need to release? Some of you, this is really is mental health. And there's going to be a release coming, and it's coming with news. Yeah, look at the bigger picture on the back. I really sense you're in the thick of things at the moment, but that you're kind of heading towards a good resolution here. You're about to kind of finally get news that will end it, so that you'll have full clarity and you'll know exactly how to move forward. And yeah, the 8 of Wands, and with the fiery climax, it gets sudden news, like it's going to come quickly. And with what do you need to release? And with pride, I do feel like your pride has been hurt here. Some of you might have been like very athletic, and then suddenly you've been bedridden for a while. It can really hurt your pride. Also, some of you might had to gain a lot of weight. If you have to go on certain medications, like steroids, for example, it can make you gain a lot of weight. And maybe you just don't want to be seen. There might be that. But just know, like, the good friends that you have are your good friends, and they don't care about what you look like. They care about you. And you'll get better. Like, things will turn around. Let's see. We also have immense growth. There's something very important coming out of this. And service dog, okay? Like I thought, some of you might be getting a service dog, and this, maybe it's something you've been wanting, and the approval is going to come through or something. So you're going to get help. I feel like help is coming, okay? Help is coming, and it's going to come quickly. It's going to be a surprise. Maybe you didn't even expect a service dog of some kind, or help. Help is coming, and you can trust it. It's somebody who's going to be really good for you, who's really going to help you get a leg up here and out of your situation. That's what I feel. The good news is coming here, is that you're going to get some help, because I feel a lot of you are really in the thick of it right now. You're going through the surgeries, you're going through the treatments, you're going through the mental health journey. And, we all go through these periods of life where our health is just, it forces us to a grinding halt. I had that happen to me a couple of years ago, so I can really relate. But it's, it's hard, and it can really get you down. It can really affect your mental health. It can really make you feel low about yourself. It can really make you feel like you don't even know what to do anymore. You don't know where you're supposed to go. Like, maybe you don't want to even be seen. I get it. And this reading is saying, like, help is coming, okay? You're going to get some news. It's going to come quickly, a lot faster than you think. And it's going to give you the direction for where you're going, where you need to go next. Or some news is coming in about your medical procedures or health. You're going to get closure here, and you're going to figure it out. And it's going to help you make a decision. And so this reading is just basically acknowledging that you're in a tough place, and that, things will get better, and to just really try to work on, like, somatic healing might be really good for you. Getting into your body and releasing any of the tension that's building, to really take care of yourself. I feel like I want to get another message for you here. I'm going to go back to the coffee cup oracle cards, and the reason why, because I kind of got the sense that I was supposed to pull another one, and so I'm going to take one more. There's this been nagging feeling, like this entire reading, that I needed to take another card. There's some kind of missing piece here. Okay, so let's take a look. One more. All right. Coins, luck, money. Okay. Yeah, you're going to get what you need. You're coming close to the end of this difficult cycle, and an unexpected. So somebody might come. So what it might be, like, for example, this isn't obviously going to be for everybody, but for example, if you've been needing a service dog, but maybe you couldn't afford one, couldn't find one, whatever, somebody's going to come in with the help, financial help, and they're going to help you get a dog. So that's something. Or if it's a procedure you need, but you can't afford it, somebody's going to come in maybe with the money to do it. So you're going to get some money and some help that's going to shift your luck here. It's going to help. It's going to happen fast. And so, you're going to find what you need. Okay. You're going to get what you need to get better. Try to stay positive. Try to think about, just how much you're getting better and how much you can really gain from this experience. Because as awful as these things are, and sometimes you're just sick, you're just sick. If you get cancer and you get sick and you're fighting this thing, it doesn't have to teach you anything, but it does kind of level you up in a way, because you got through it. And when you get past all of that stuff, you realize, I did it. I got through that part of my life and I'm better now. You'll get better. You will get better. You'll get past this part. But just know that help is coming. Okay. All right. I hope this helped you. Please do take care. I hope you feel better, and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you back, and maybe share this reading with others if you think it might work for them too. I'll leave a comment. I'd love to know, what your thoughts are. Like, share, all those things. It helps to boost my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now.